Welcome to the channel. My name's Jodie Knight. You can find my live portfolio over on eToro by following the link below in my description. You can also check out my website at www.thecraftytrader.com. But in this video, we're going to take a look at Sofi. We're going to look at the daily chart, the weekly chart, and then take a quick look at the options interest. Sofi's had a pretty good week, so let's crack on. Okay, jumping straight into the Sofi daily chart. The main thing we're looking at here is we've had this amazing move on the daily. We have hit this confluence here, which is going to provide a little bit of resistance. But if we can get over that, that would be a very positive sign. Obviously, we've got this volume shelf here, this historical resistance level, and this historical trend. The measured move at this one gets us to just over $11. So that would be excellent to confirm a breakout of this trend. And that's still well under what I would consider fair value for the stock. I would put that around $14 roughly. So that's something to bear in mind. I do think that this one needs to pop. I think if the FOMC notes are good today and the Jackson Hole situation is good, then we could see a definite breakout here, and I would expect to see some kind of back test just to confirm this is support there. But other than that, we have the RSI is a little bit warm, but nothing too bad. Historically, we can see we can get well into the 77 range. We do excitingly have this golden cross and institutions really driving out retail, which I love. That is very bullish to me, and flow is just peaked positive. So we've definitely had some good momentum. I'd like to see that continue, but we've had quite a large move here. If we take it from the low, 22 point blah blah percent. So having a little bit of a pause on a move like that isn't something to be too shocked by. Moving on to the weekly chart here. Still looks pretty good. We're in a really good pattern. I think a couple of weeks ago we talked about how this was looking pretty bullish and it was wanting to bounce on here, and it's done exactly that. It's got back above the bull market band, which is pretty good. But other than that, not apologies, my phone's beeping. But other than that, RSI is kind of flat. Institutions are holding in there. We are still a little bit light, under 50%. But with this golden cross coming, I think we're going to get a pop on this soon. We did have this historical golden bar here, and flows still could use a bit more oomph. I'm quite confident that's going to come as soon as we break out and confirm this range here. Okay, so looking at the open options interest for the remainder of this week, we're well above what resistance would have been, so we've had a really nice pop there. So the next logical level is going to be this $8 range, which also provides a lot of historical resistance. And when we've looked on the daily chart, we've also mentioned that and how we expect kind of a little bit of a pullback there, just because there's a lot going on the chart in that area. Taking a look to the week after. Okay, not too much of a change. $8 is still looking like the key area, and a lot of people are expecting some downside here at 650. That makes sense because it's been quite range bound. A lot of people are going to want to be trying to catch that volatility. I mean, it could get down that low. I don't think it will again, but I've said that a bunch of times, and the price is still crazy cheap on this one. So if we did swing low again, I'd be inclined to open more positions and really take a buy out of it, because we're getting really close to rate cuts now. And I think when rate cuts come, we might not take off immediately, but that's really going to drive Sofi's business. It's going to help them expand their lending and their credit and all the things that they've been holding tight onto just because of the macro uncertainty. So I think now's about the time I want to load up any big dips on this one. It might not happen, but like I said, we've got some support down here at 650. A lot of people picking that as a little pullback area. Just want to take a quick look to the week after. Okay, looks like a lot of people are kind of lifting those prices, but again, pretty much in the same range. We're just very rangy. At least that's what the bigger funds are expecting in the near future. But if we take a look out to 2025, I wish they'd make this font a bit easier to read. But yeah, we are starting to get quite large price targets here. $10 is going to be a good resistance point, and $15. That's slightly higher than my fair value, but given this is only January 2025, I think that is very likely to happen. And then if we take a look out to 2026, we're getting a bit of a pullback here. Well, the expectation of that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to. I think what's going to happen as the coming 6 months to a year progresses, we're going to see the strikes on this get bigger and bigger, just because of all the products expansion that we're going to be seeing here, and a lot of this is going to be very big for the bottom line of the company, I think. If you found this content useful, feel free to like and share this video. You can also check me out on www.thecraftytrader.com. And it'd be helpful if you subscribed. I do want to apologise for the grainy audio. I'm not too concerned about the quality or the lighting right now. I'm just trying to figure out what's causing this lag. It's possible that it's my laptop, in which case I'll have to look at getting a new one. But for now, I'm intermittently going to be putting footage on there of camera, but I don't like it. I hate it.